Welcome to She Makes It Move, the podcast where we break down how to operate stage, prepare, and position properties for maximum profit. I am your host, Maddie Shepard. Today, we're talking about the most important rooms to stage when you are selling a home. This episode is especially important if you are short on time, you are working with a limited budget, or you're wondering where staging actually makes the biggest difference. You don't need to stage every inch of your home to get the results. You need to stage the right spaces, right? So here you go. Buyers form the most of their opinions in the first 30 seconds. So as soon as they walk in, boom, they're like thinking, this is for me or this is not for me. So this decision happens fast, and it is based on what they see and what they feel immediately. So you want to make sure that the right rooms are staged well, buyers stay longer. And remember what I said in the last episode. If buyers stay longer, offers will follow. So let's talk about why room priority matters. So one of the biggest mistakes sellers make is trying to stage everything at once. That leads to burnout, wasted money, inconsistent results. Buyers do not elevate or evaluate homes room by room equally. They don't. There's something that they don't do. So some spaces carry more weight than others. And when you stage the right rooms, sound like a tongue twister. When you stage the right rooms, you control the first impressions, you control emotional response, perceived value, and that's where we start, right? So let's go into room number one, which is what? The living room. So the living room is the emotional anchor of the home. So this room is going to carry a lot of weight, right? So this is where buyers they can imagine relaxing in that room, entertaining in that room, their daily life in that room. So if the living room feels cramped and dark, confusing, buyers check out early. They check out like that. So you want to make sure that room is staged where it is, open and feel warm and they can see themselves there. So the staging priorities for the living room, you want to make sure you have the right size furniture in there. So you want to make sure the right size furniture scale is in that living room. You don't want it too small and you don't want it too big. You want a strong focal point, right? So you want something that's going to draw their attention to that room. You want to balance the lighting. You want to make sure the lighting is balanced, is equal, is showing off the room beautifully and simple, right? So you want to make the space feel open, comfortable, easy to use. When buyers understand the living room, they relax, right? Relaxed buyers make uh, confident decisions. Room number two will be the kitchen. The kitchen sells homes. That's another important part of a home is the kitchen, right? So buyers they may say they are focused on bedrooms, square footage, but kitchen drives the offers. Kitchen communicates cleanliness, maintenance, lifestyle. You don't need a renovation to stage a kitchen well, right? So you need to focus on these main things that I'm about to discuss right now, which are clear the countertops. You want to clear appliances. You want simple accents, right? So you don't want nothing overly big. You don't want big, bulky things in that kitchen. You want bright lighting, right? You want to remove anything that suggests clutter or feels heavy. So when someone goes into that kitchen, you want them to feel fresh and functional. That feeling increases perceived value immediately, right? So you want to make sure you have all these things in that kitchen. Room number three, let's talk about the primary bedroom. So again, the primary bedroom is a personal, even thought that even though it should not feel personal, but it is a personal space, right? So this room communicates that it's calm, that it's comfort, that it's a retreat, right? So you want someone to go into that room feeling like they're safe and they're comfortable, a place to unwind, right? So the staging priorities in the bedroom, in the main bedroom, would be neutral bedding, minimal furniture, clean surfaces, soft lighting. Avoid anything overly bold or specific to personal taste. Again, you got to take your personal feelings out of it. You got to take your personal style out of staging a home. Forget it because it's no longer your home. You're trying to sell your home. So now you got to get out the mind of selling your home to selling a house, right? So you got to take all your personal stuff out of it, right? So a stage primary bedroom feels like a hotel. That feeling signifies quality and care. All right. Number four, the bathrooms. So bathrooms may be small, but they carry major influence. Buyers judge cleanliness here more than anywhere else, right? So, a stage bathroom, it should feel spotless, simple, fresh. What you need to focus on: clear counters, clean mirrors, neutral towels. Do minimal accessories. Don't go all overboard and have the diamond this and the diamond that and the bling this. Don't do all of that. Don't have the big paintings and all of that. No, very minimal, but you still want to give them that retreat style. So if your bathroom feels clean and well maintained, buyers trust the home more overall. And trust matters in this instance, right? The fifth room would be your entryway. So when someone walks into your home, it sets the tone for the remaining part of the house, right? So this is the first space that buyers experience when they walk into a home. If the entryway feels tight and cluttered or uninviting, the rest of the home has to work harder, right? So you want to make sure that that entryway is welcoming, is calm, and so it can set the tone for the remaining tour of the space. So your staging priorities here would be to clear the floor space, simple decor, strong lighting. So the goal is to create a smooth transition into the home, right? So a good entryway says, "Welcome, the home is ready." Here's a real client story. So I worked with a client who did not have the budget to stage their entire home, and that happens, and that's fine. That's why I'm a professional because I can work within a budget, right? So we focus on these five rooms only. That's it. There were no extras, no unnecessary spending. The home went live and it sold within 3 days. So this is not luck. This is strategy. Remember what I stated in the episode one? What is staging? It's strategy. It's marketing. It's not decorating, right? So remember that. And how to use this if you're short on time. So if you don't have a lot of time, this is what you do. If you feel overwhelmed, you start right here. So you start with the living room, you start with the kitchen, then you move into the bedroom, the primary bedroom, right? And then to the bathrooms. So don't forget the entryway. So those are the five main rooms that you're going to work on if you're on a budget, if you're overwhelmed, if you limited on time. You don't need perfection, okay? You just need clarity. Staged what buyers care about the most. Those are the only things you're going to worry about. Those five rooms that we just discussed, right? So if you want help prioritizing your own home or listing, grab my priority staging guide in the show notes. It walks you through exactly where to focus first and why. Any questions, you can DM me, contact me, message me. I'm here for you. So thanks for listening to She Makes It Move. If this episode helped you rethink staging, share it with someone preparing to sell. I'll see you in the next episode.